Hi, welcome back. We've been on a tear with the Amber Sapphire Midrange deck, and I'm just hopping into a ranked game, and let's see how long we can keep the streak going. If we ever find an opponent. Alright, there we go. We are second. Second is nice, I can keep Stitch. I'm going to send back one Stitch, one Rapunzel, and Hades. Maximus. Okay. Alright. Guessing Robin Hood, not the matchup for him. We do not want to see a Simba, but if they have one, that's alright. We'll get by. They do not. That's good for us. Archimedes. Okay, so they're just doing a full crazy go wide strategy. Questing there seems dubious to me. I'm going to keep my low drops. At least most of them. I'm going to get rid of this Let It Go. I don't have to worry about a whole new world. I don't have to worry about very much. I don't know. I feel like we're already doing really well for this matchup. If this Amber Amethyst deck doesn't get on board really, really fast, it's just not that strong. Look, I mean, they're down to absolutely no resources already. I don't know. I legitimately don't know what they're supposed to do. Okay. Yeah. This deck can struggle with these go wide matchups. If you don't have early game plays, the Amber Sapphire deck does not have very powerful catch up mechanics. I mean, if you're behind, you're behind. It can be really rough. I'm going to play two Simbas here, I think. And I don't know. I'm not going to bodyguard them. I guess because of Rafiki, maybe. It's the only thing I can think of that would make a difference. It's not like Maleficent can trade with Mr. Smee. Okay, so they're playing a Facilier list. I kind of suspected that was the case. Often these Amber Amethyst decks are like big Facilier decks. With that said, I don't care. And they're so far away from 7. I guess they can shift. That makes sense. Still, they have no board presence, so I just don't think even a big Facilier is going to do much for them. Quest. I might want Scar next turn. Because we have Scar, I don't need Maximus. I've been really liking this Scar. I don't think it's like one of the best cards in the format, and it strikes me as the sort of card that's going to get pushed out when the next set comes out, but for right now, it kind of does a lot of work in these board control sort of situations that Lorcana often finds itself in right now. I'm just going to ink one Maleficent. I am going to play the other Maleficent because I don't need the effect from Scar. Maleficent quests faster, and I guess just trade there. And I'm guessing my opponent will flounder until I quest to 20. Sure. Hey, it was right. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's play another game. Second again. Okay. Robin Hood is often worse on the draw. I'm going to keep these. Okay, I like having Stitch on the draw here. A stitch of their own. A stitch for a stitch for a stitch. Okay. Amber Steel. Good to be aware. Uh-huh. Yes. So... I think I'm just gonna play this Simba, set up a Maximus turn. I hope they don't play Aerial Gate and grab your sword. That would be not good for me. Alright. This is a very interesting matchup. It can go a lot of different ways. Being on the draw here hurts because they're going to be able to shift into Stitch next turn. Mm-hmm. Oof. Alright. On the bright side, we should be able to get their whole hand afterward. And we do get to eat one Simba here. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I think the play is probably eat their hand and hope they don't draw a 1 or a 2. We have plenty of options after that. This Robin Hood's not looking very good. And they're not likely to want to trade their Stitch for my Maximus, so we're probably going to get to draw with this Rapunzel as well. Alright, they discard Stitch Rapunzel. Okay, that's good. Getting a Rapunzel is really nice there. I hope they don't draw another one. Yeah, Lantern is amazing for me. Yeah. All very good. Let's just start by drawing two. We do... Okay, they concede. I was going to say, we do actually need to find an answer to that Stitch. I mean, they should not have conceded there. The game was not over. I mean, if they draw Simba, Stitch, I mean, they still have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, they were very much still in that game if I didn't find an answer to the big Stitch, so I think they kind of conceded out of frustration. I can't say I blame them, but I would not have packed it up there. All right, going back in. We are first. It's a lot of 2-drops. Okay, I'm looking for card draw, mid-game, Mickey. Really the best card in your opening hand, I feel like, is Mickey. Being able to, like, turn 4 on Maleficent is kind of what this deck wants to be doing. Again, I don't think I'm going to play this Flounder on 1. Actually, I should maybe keep it to just ink it then. I'm going to do that. Okay, there's a Mickey. You Have Forgotten Me is good. Some good mid-game stuff. I'm going to ink this Flounder. My opponent is going to be like, what are you doing? But we're not an aggro deck. We do not, almost never do we win the game by playing a curve, questing every turn, and applying pressure that way. We control the board, play cards that quest for 2 or 3, and then end the game quickly on our terms at that point. Getting 2 lore extra in the first few turns, largely irrelevant for this deck. Okay. Hook. Gonna let it go here. I'm gonna play Simba. Simba is generally a little better than Phyloctetes against the steel decks, obviously. Phyloctetes gets eaten by Grab Your Sword, Big Tinkerbell, so much stuff. And I think I'm just gonna ink it here. Play Mickey. I'm happy to quest. I get that they can trade their hook for it, but they play their hook as a 2-drop anyway. It's not a big deal. And building a wide board, like in this matchup, if both players build wide boards, as tends to happen in these Amber mirrors, it actually favors the steel deck, because then Grab Your Sword becomes really, really strong. So encouraging them to trade off their hook into my Simba early is honestly a good idea. Okay, they've inked a Tinkerbell. Okay, I expected Amber. I don't know if they revealed that they were not Amber at some point, and I just ignored it, but here we are. There's a Simba in there. Really, really wishing we had a Maleficent to play here. As it stands, I don't know what to do. Alright, well, let's just play Hades. I'm gonna ink a Simba and not play Stitch. I just don't want to get, destroyed by Grab Your Sword. I'm guessing the Stitch will get inked at some point. Yeah, that's tough. We are not very strong against a pile of Cerberuses, especially when I didn't get any of my late game. Could have considered keeping some in my opening hand, but my opening hand was not very good. I felt like I was looking for a lot of stuff. This You Have Forgotten Me is going to have to pull a lot of weight. Okay, Scar. Whole New World. Okay. That I do not mind so much. Interesting. So they're likely doing some Bell stuff. I kind of, usually you see Sapphire Steel, you think A Whole New World and Bell, but then they played Cerberus and Scar, and I don't know. It made me think they're doing a more mid-range style strategy. Okay, we cannot take down Cerberus, and we don't really want to give them something to Rapunzel. I think I'm just gonna play to the board. Well, if I don't start damaging their stuff, I'm gonna get destroyed by Grab Your Sword. Okay, I've convinced myself to to poke at this Cerberus, even though I cannot take it out. I'm going to Ink a Stitch, play Stitch. Obviously, Grab Your Sword is going to get me here, but I can't do nothing. I'm behind on board already. And they're going to have it at some point. Okay. Honestly, that bodes well for me that they're trading stuff. What? Okay. I'm just so confused. My opponents are doing some very weird stuff today. Yeah, my brain, I have like brain melt right now. I don't know what just happened. Okay, well, I have 5 cards in hand. But I can't play 2 things if I play my Robin Hood, unfortunately, so I'm not going to do that. I think it's probably Robin Hood Maximus, or excuse me, Maleficent Maximus, and I'll ink the other Maximus to do it. Okay, it's important to track how many Grab Your Swords they've played. It's only 1 right now, but it starts getting to a point later on where you're going to want to know how many the opponent has available to them. Hades. I really don't mind them playing Hades on me there. Okay, now I am going to draw with my Robin Hood while I can. That's a good draw. What are we looking for? I'm looking for my Surfer Stitches. Where are my Surfer Stitches? I think Hades maybe getting back. Hades is good here. I'll just do that. Keep the value train rolling. We've got blue Hades into yellow Hades next turn. We've got Scar to help us trade with things next turn if we need. Yeah, them filling our inkwell is just totally fine with me. Beast's Mirror, okay. They're playing Beast's Mirror in a deck with presumably 4 whole new worlds. Alright. That's how you want to do it. Don't let me stop you. I kind of want to save my Hades for their bells. Wish I knew. I don't think they've inked a bell. I certainly don't remember them doing it. Doesn't mean they haven't, I guess. Alright. I'm going to play 1 just because it's big and scary, I guess. I'm going to get another... No. I'm going to get a Rapunzel. That should stop them from questing with their Hades. Or even attacking with it. I'm going to quest with my Hades for that reason. Like, if they want to trade here, then I get to finish it off with my Hades, draw 3. That's good for me. Okay. That's something. Alright. I don't know. Let's just do that. I don't think this Robin Hood's ever going to draw a card, so I should just play it. Cerberus, that was good for them. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna just play all the Hades. Maybe I should hold one. Nah. I wanna build a big board. Grab a Scar. I'm gonna quest again. I want to entice them to start doing something so that I can use my Rapunzel. I feel like I need trades to start happening. Okay. It's not what I wanted, but all right. Fair enough. There's the bell. Shoot. Okay. Let's start here. Take out Cerberus. I need to Hades the bell, obviously. It's just too threatening. Well, I made fun of the beast smear. It's looking pretty good here. Looks like I will be eating my words. Another plasma blaster. Some content creator somewhere said something about plasma blaster, apparently. I did not get the memo. I'm guessing we're gonna draw with Rapunzel though, so that's nice. Or they do nothing. Wow, so much discipline. Alright, I'm actually impressed. I guess take Hades. Shoot their Scar. I mean, they have all the ink they could ever want, so who cares? Alright, pressure's on. Ooh, alright. I see you. +7. Let's just get our draw 3. Okay. Take this out. Let's draw another one. Yeah, I'll play that. And I don't know. Let's like force them to have 2 grab your swords. Ink Jasmine, play a whole new world. There it is. Okay. How many swords? I guess they can only play one of them. They can't sing it with Bell. Nope, I lied. They can obviously ink a second card with Bell. I'm stupid. 2 grab your swords is really, really good here for them. Yep, there's one. Show me number 2. They do not have it. What a brutally long game. Okay, we take it down. All right. Well, thanks for watching.